So the topic that we'll see today is just the importance of Bhakti or Bhakti Mahima or Nama Mahima, that is there, chanting the names of the Lord and showing Bhakti towards the Lord, how that helps, how it, you can say, just as we say faith can move mountains also, how that actually works. Yeah. So for this you take one example that is there from Narasimhavataram of Prahlada. Prahlada, in the case of Hiranyakashipu puts many conditions in front of Prahlada. He says, instead of Vishnave Namaha, you should chant Hiranyakashipave Namaha. That Prahlada very politely says that the entire world worships Narayana, so therefore the same should be done by all of us also, including you. That is when it hurts Hiranyakashipu a lot, and he gets very angry and he decides that minute that my son has to be, there is no other way that I can do but to get rid of him, and death is the only way for it. Unlike any father, Hiranyakashipu does what not to kill Prahlada. He throws him from a mountain. That's when Narayana, who is there, he comes in the form of various Panchabhutas, it seems. Panchabhuta, air, wind, water, and so on, fire, in order to rescue Prahlada. So when Prahlada was thrown from a mountain also, Bhagavan comes in the form of air also, and very gently, like a feather, falls down. That way Prahlada fell down, it seems, without getting hurt at all. Then Prahlada was pushed into fire also. There also that Agni that is there, Hiranyakashipu's sister herself, Holika Dahanam, the famous festival of Holi that all of us celebrate. The Lord comes in the form of fire and ensures that the fire does not burn, it does not cause any heat to Prahlada at all. Further, he was thrown into water also. Narayana, who sleeps on water, Narayana, that word itself, if you see, Na-ayanam, that's how he gets the name Narayana. There also in the form of water, the Lord comes and rescues Prahlada and ensures that he does not drown into water. Then there are so many other things that he does with a Shulam also. Prahlada was hit in, then elephants were told to stamp upon the small boy of 5 years, but nothing happened to him. Every minute that was there, the Lord comes to save him. Finally, in the pillar that was there, Hiranyakashipu was fed up with all this and he tells, where is your Lord Narayana? And moreover, Hiranyakashipu had also a boon, right, from Brahma, saying that no man, no animal, not in the morning, not in the evening. He had so many conditions that he had put, and that's when at the end he gets frustrated and finally asks Prahlada, is your Lord there in this pillar also? That's when Prahlada very casually says that yes, he is there in this pillar. That's when, in order to ensure that the Vakyam or the faith which the boy had in the Lord becomes true, the Lord comes in the form of Narasimha, not an animal, not a man, not in the evening, not in the morning. He comes during the horizon time. That is when the sun was about to set and the moon was about to rise. So that's not actually evening, at the same, not actually night, not actually morning, right? So that time the Lord comes, not on land, not on air. So that's when he comes through a pillar. Moreover, how he should be killed not with a weapon also, that's the reason he uses his nails. So like this, fulfilling all the conditions, and after killing Hiranyakashipu, very lovingly and affectionately, Narasimha Bhagavan calls Prahlada, makes him sit on his lap. So wherein the Lord shows that if there are people like Hiranyakashipu, I can show my fierce nature, but at the same time, if there are bhaktas like Prahlada, I will be very, very affectionate to them and show my karuna. Moreover, this is one example. Moreover, we have Dhruva Charitam that is there, wherein Dhruva was insulted by his stepmother. He goes to the forest to do tapasya. That's when Narayana had to come in front of him in order to bless him and give him the Dhruva Padavi, that is the pole star's position. So like this, through all this, what we see is now, if you have to question here, he says, oh, we also pray, but the Lord does not come in front of us. The Lord does not save us like he did for Prahlada and Dhruva. The only answer for that is, we don't have bhakti like Prahlada and Dhruva. Dhruva, he goes to the forest and does tapasya for years together. Prahlada, that was there, who was there right from the time he was in the womb of his mother Kayatu, from that time onwards he was listening to the stories and glories of Vishnu. That's when bhakti develops. And so therefore the only conclusion that is there here is, if bhakti and faith is there, the Lord definitely comes, like it happened in the case of Prahlada and Dhruva. This is Bhakti Mahatvam. These are just 2 examples. Like this, there are many examples that are there. Each one of us, we have our own experiences. Next is talking about Nama Mahima. or the importance of Nama Japa, this story comes from the Ramayanam reference. During the Setu Bandhanam, when the group of monkeys were building the bridge over the sea, over the ocean, that's when Rama was looking at this. All the monkeys were doing that. And during that time, he feels that, okay, I should not just sit idle also, I should also go and help the monkeys. That's when he picks up one stone and puts it into the ocean. Hanuman was there nearby, and as usual, it does not float, it starts sinking inside. That's when Hanuman was sitting there nearby, he gives a subtle smile. That's when Lord Rama asks, what is this? My own stone is not sinking inside. Why he says my own stone? Because on every stone that is there, Hanuman was writing Ramanama. So Hanuman gives a smile and says that, oh Lord, more than you, your Nama is powerful. Therefore, even if you put the stone, it is not floating, it is sink down, it is drowned into the water. So therefore, your Nama that is there is very, very powerful. Therefore, Ramanamam always has to be chanted. Therefore, the stone will only float only if Ramanamam is written on it. This is one version to the story. Sringeri Acharya, he highlights one more thing to this, wherein he tells that in another instance, Rama listens to this, and what he does is, he puts the stone after writing the Nama on it. So therefore, Hanuman then in the previous instance, when Rama just simply put the stone inside water and it did not float, Rama gives one more answer saying that your Namam that is there only will bring each one of us from this ocean of samsara. Therefore, it will, you yourself also put down, that will not help, but your Nama chanting will only help. Therefore, you simply putting the stone alone might not help. In another version to the story, what happens is, Rama next what he does, he puts the stone wherein Ramanamam was written on it. Again, but in this case also what happened, only the stone which was put by Rama, having written Ramanamam on it, that did not float. Rest all the other stones which were put by Nala and Nila, that all were floating because Ramanama was written. Moreover, Nala and Nila were given the boon that it will float on the water. So that's when again now Rama had a problem. He told Hanuman, you told me that my Nama was not there, so the stone was not floating. Now what happened? My Nama is also written on it. That's when Hanuman tells that if you yourself put the stone in the water and if it does not sink, then, and along with your Nama, then for devotees like me and so many other monkeys and people around, who will bring us out of this ocean of samsara? If the Namam also sinks down, then what is the use of it? So therefore here, Bhagavan also, it's not that the Lord did not know this, but this was a Leela which was done by the Lord, and Hanuman gives this message saying that if the Lord himself drowns us down, and if his Nama also puts us down, then who will pull us from this ocean of samsara? So therefore this was a message to this episode in the Ramayanam that comes. Yeah? So this shows again the Nama Mahima that is there. Let it be Ramanama or any Nama that we chant. Chanting a Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanaha Tam Namami Harim Param. So in the Kali Yugam, the least that we can do is chanting the names of the Lord. So these are just two instances showing the Bhakti Mahima and Nama Mahima of Bhagavan. Yeah.